The song ended. Well, that sucked. I was about to start dancing. How y'all doing? Welcome to the late stream. Welcome to the early show. I am here early, and I figured I'd hang out with all of you while we build up attendance for Final Fantasy VI. Because I'm pumped for it. I'm very excited to play more of it. As you know, I love this game. It's my favorite RPG of all time. And we had a blast playing it the other night. So I am raring to go. 2 more hours of Final Fantasy VI tonight and another 2 hours on Thursday. That's awesome. We're going to get to play it so much this week. How's everyone doing tonight? What's up, Dark Lady God? What's up, John? How are you? Step-Mom, how are you over there? Ken BR80? Don't know how to say your name. How you doing with those dancing bananas? Willow, good evening. Fredo, what's up? What's up, Save Us GTA? How you doing? Jelk is here. So we're just going to hang out. Whatever you guys want to chat about. Whatever's on your minds. Comedy Master, how are you? We'll hang out for like 30 minutes, and then we'll get started with the game. And play a couple of hours. We're actually into the part where we're going to have a big epic... If I remember correctly, there's a big epic occurrence that's about to happen, and then in the game, 3 groups break out, and you have to play with each of the groups individually for like 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know how far we'll get tonight. I don't know if we'll finish one or more of the storylines or not. One of the storylines is very short. 2 of them are much longer, if I remember correctly. So we'll have to see how far we can get tonight in the game. But it should be great. Should I go ahead and put up the message again on the YouTube side? I keep it pinned on the Kick side, but I might as well put it up on the YouTube side again because it just keeps happening. Here we go. Here we go. Excuse me. Okay. My mat has gotten crooked here a bit. How did that happen? Straighten that out. I hope you're doing well, Beazle. Am I feeling tired today? Not at all. I'm feeling good today, actually. I was a little more tired yesterday. Today, I feel pretty good. My eyes, too, because I put in eye drops earlier today. They felt great. You know, they actually burned for several days this week because we had the AC on max blast, but now they actually don't feel so bad. I mean, quite frankly, it may just be that I'm not eating with the right timing. And what I mean by that is I've been eating a breakfast sandwich in the morning with a coffee. Then I don't eat again until dinner. And then I eat after my late stream, like a snack. And I think what's been happening is I'm not inputting enough early because in the afternoon when I'm streaming, I get tired on that first stream and I have to have another coffee. Well, today, here's what happened. Today, when I went on my break, I had a half of a protein bar and I felt good and I still feel good. Like, I don't feel tired. I don't feel, you know what I mean? I think I needed more calories early. And I haven't been doing that. So maybe what I need to do is in the morning have a breakfast sandwich. When I go on my break, have a protein bar or a snack, something there. Then dinner. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm just not having enough calorie intake in the afternoon. It very much could be that. I'm sorry today was rough for you, Mega Man X. Hopefully tonight's stream cheers you up. I do not drink coffee brand coffee. No, I do not. I told you I drink Tim Hortons, and I drink a Hawaiian blend brand that is quite good. Do I know how much caffeine I have? In an average day, 2 to 3 cups of coffee, black coffee, and regular size cups. They actually did a study recently, and the study says that for a normal healthy adult, that you can have up to 6 cups of coffee a day safely with absolutely no risk of heart disease or other kinds of effects. Which is, I can't imagine drinking 6 cups of coffee. That's pretty intense. 3 is a lot for me. 6 is probably kind of wild. Pretty crazy. Let's see here. Save Us GTA says, I had my first turkey burger yesterday. It was disgusting. I don't know how you and your wife eat it. Well, let me ask you this. And I'll wait for your answer. Where did you eat it? How did you eat it? How was it prepared? I'd like your answer before I respond because likely you had it wrong. Starshine Radiant says, yeah, breakfast is the most important meal. There are studies that show a large breakfast, medium lunch, and small dinner is best for energy and your stomach. Yeah, and I have a tiny breakfast. Hanslander, thanks for a $2 Canadian super chat. Our first support of the night. And he says, your stream will get me through this BS cardio. Sounds good. Thank you, Hanslander, for the support. Let's see what that's worth. $1.42. Let's see here. Ovo says, yeah, I saw that because I was talking to Ovo. Ovo is I guess you could call him a former Wings troll now since Wings doesn't upload anymore. And he says, I saw that because I told him earlier, I guess Lumix, who's also a Wings troll, clipped that we had a little conversation on our stream earlier today and put it on his channel and as like a highlight. It's like, so he's highlighting me now, I guess. So he says, yes, I saw that. It felt like a desperation upload out of Lumix. Is it true he edits for you? No. Earlier this year, very early on this year, this was right after the interview with Asmongold and about a month had passed. So it was like maybe January. People were saying, Phil, you need to do highlights. Like, highlights are all the rage. You should have a highlights channel. You should have someone making highlights for you. And I was like, I can't do my own. I don't have the means or time to do it. And I can't really trust anyone to do it. If I hire an editor, they could turn on me and mess with me because I've already had people who worked for my ISP who've messed with me. So you can imagine, you know, how do you find someone who's trustworthy? Okay. So basically at that time, then Lumix actually offered me and said, hey, I'd be interested in doing editing for you, highlight clips. What I would do is I would highlight your streams much like I do Wings, but it would be for you. Rather than it being for my channel, it would be for you. And I would provide these clips to you. And we were talking just briefly about how that would work. Like how much would he make doing it and stuff like that. It was literally like a quick back and forth conversation, very brief. And that was the end of it. I didn't follow up and I never agreed. And I never signed him to do a piece of work whatsoever. And then it was many months later, which was what, like, I think it was like, I want to say May. It was either April or May when I had been talking with several other people behind the scenes and finally agreed with one of them to do like a trial. Hey, let's see how these editing work would work. And their identity, they want to keep it a secret because they don't want to get harassed on the internet for being, the person making highlights for me. And as you saw, I was making highlights for like 2-3 months. It went well. Like overall, the highlights helped the channel. The highlights were actually bringing engagement to the channel. I was being seen in the algorithm for the highlights. But the problem is it's been very slow since like early June. Like nothing's been going on really in gaming. It's a slow summer, which is fine. It always is a slow summer. But there's nothing going on. So I have no highlights to make. Like there's no news stories really that are cover that are too interesting. Making a highlight on my gameplay doesn't really work. It's more like covering a big news story or an event or the launch of a new game and my initial thoughts on a big game. And there's no big games. So I haven't done any actual highlights in like a while because there's nothing to highlight. And the thing is, I am paying this guy money for each highlight he does. I'm not going to pay him just to put out highlights that aren't going to get any traction. I got to wait for something notable to happen and then I'll pay for the highlights. But it's not Lumix. It never was Lumix. It just so happens that at one point Lumix did offer and I didn't accept. I went with somebody else months later. Exodus Gamer says he has purchased Final Fantasy 1 through 8 on Steam. He says he has 14, 11, and 15 too. His collection is growing. That's awesome. Save Us GTA, did you say how you made the burger? He says, I really hope that's true. The wings trolls are brutal. What are you talking about? No, I'm talking about the turkey burger. Did you talk about it? I Googled a good turkey burger recipe and I followed it to a T. Oh. So, right now, our favorite turkey burger, you go to Costco. They got a giant box in the freezer. It's like 10 giant burger patties and they're pre-seasoned. Okay? All you got to do, you fry that up in a pan, minimal oil, cooking spray to go, on a nonstick pan. and you sprinkle a little bit of that smash burger seasoning stuff you can get at any grocery store, and you fry it, you flip it, you fry it on one side, flip it, fry it, done. And then what do we have it with? We have it with ketchup and mustard. I have it with ketchup, mustard, lettuce, tomato, and pickles. My wife actually prefers like mayo and ketchup and pickles or something like that. And it's great. It's full of protein. It's filling as hell. It's like a 3-pound burger. It's amazing. Yeah, you can get nice singe on it, so you get like little grill taste on it. It's great. The problem is you probably looked up some shitty recipe. You probably have the horrible, plain, bland turkey burgers that are not good. If you tell me right now you got Jenny O, I'm going to tell you, you might as well just throw it in the trash. Jenny O is the most low-grade, garbage fucking turkey protein I've ever tasted in my life. It tastes like shit. Like, I'm not even kidding. Jenny O product just tastes like ass. I don't know how they fuck it up so bad, but it's awful. Like, their turkey bacon tastes like shit. Their actual ground turkey tastes like shit. Their patties taste like shit. I don't know how they fuck turkey up so bad. Yet it's like one of the most popular brands of turkey. I don't know why. It's awful. It's bland and disgusting. You got to get a different brand. It was she says it was Jenny O. That's why you hated them. Jenny O is garbage, and it's everywhere. It's like they put it in every store as a trick. So you buy it and you think, oh, turkey's healthy. You eat it. You go, oh, it's disgusting. You go right back to beef. No, just don't buy Jenny O. I would buy generic store brand ground turkey before I would eat Jenny O 10 times out of 10. I can't believe how bad Jenny O is. It's that bad. But yeah, no. Costco right now has the best ones, in my opinion. Like I said, we get this giant box of 10. It's in the freezer. I don't know what brand it is. They're absolutely delicious. They're huge filling because they're huge patties. Okay, let's see here. Who's saying what? I missed a whole bunch of messages. Exodus Gamer says he makes his own turkey burgers, uses a tiny bit of butter instead of oil, and he also uses smash burger seasoning. Caramelized onions. Oh, caramelized onions are delicious on any kind of burger. Peppers are good. Mushrooms are good. He says tomato slice, some sharp cheddar cheese. We go without cheese. If you're going to go with cheese on a burger, it's got to be sharp cheddar. That's correct. Yeah. American is a mistake. You need sharp cheddar on a burger. Sharp cheddar is the best kind. And he says a lightly toasted brioche bun. Brioche is good for a burger as well. It's good stuff. Unsung Stranger, I would say from last night, my favorite games was Crimson Skies. Crimson Skies was my favorite game from last night. I would actually continue to play that one on those Xbox originals. If I had a choice or whatever, that's what I would play. Have I tried chicken burgers? I've had a long time ago. I swear we had like a chicken patty that was seasoned and it was pretty good too, but that was ages ago. It's not as readily available. Turkey's like everywhere. Good stuff. So we're going to hang out for like 20 more minutes. Then we're going to start with Final Fantasy VI, everyone. I'm going to say it right now, and I'm going to say it again when we start. Okay? So FYI, I make no money playing this game on demand after the fact. If you watched these videos after the stream last time, YouTube is claiming 100% of my revenue. There's like 13 different companies claiming revenue on these videos for the music. So I need to actually make profit on the streams so I can keep playing this game. Last stream, you guys overwhelmingly supported it. Thank you for that. Let's keep that momentum going. I'm certainly not saying that I'm looking for what I got last time tonight. It'd be nice if we got that, but I just need the stream to do decent, okay? Let's get support for Final Fantasy VI. Let's get some pack openings of the new One Piece cards. Did you see these yet? The new One Piece cards arrived. We opened 3 packs, and they look pretty good. The art is very nice, and the card quality is good. No hits yet, so we don't actually know what the hits look like. But I would like to open more tonight and get some hits and see what the hits look like in the One Piece. So let's get support for Final Fantasy. Let's keep the momentum going for the playthrough. Let's open cards tonight. Let's have a great time just like we did Sunday, okay? No, Yak Almighty, I don't give 2 shits about Halo Campaign Evolved. It's exactly the same game with like 2 or 3 stages extra. It's actually far inferior to the original because of the changes they made. It's a waste of everyone's time, and I'm not playing it. I refuse. I'd rather play games that I'm enjoying and are worth my time. I'll start playing Microsoft games when they actually put out new ones, not just the 3rd remake of the same game. This is actually the 3rd version of Halo 1 that they're releasing. Pal World cards are on order, and actually they shipped them today, but it doesn't yet say how fast they're coming. Where's my phone? I apparently have left my phone somewhere. I don't even know where it is. Well, that's a problem, because I can't adjust the volume or anything without it. All right, give me a minute. I got to go find my phone. I found it. There it is. So now I can adjust my volume and everything. So, okay. I actually forgot originally why I needed it. I forgot why I needed it. Hanslander, thanks for another super chat. He says, since when is Tim Hortons in America? I think they are in America in certain places. I've never seen one, but we can get the K-Cups. You just buy them and use them in your K-Cup coffee maker. And it works just as well. Thank you to Dode Gravarn. I think this is supposed to be 220 backwards, but they auto resub for 9 months. I don't know how I'm supposed to spell that name. That's a crazy ass name. Dode Gravarn XD. So that's a resub, and that does count for tonight. So that gets us up to $7 of support. Okay. So we're going to chill for another 15 minutes or so, and then we're going to get started with Final Fantasy VI tonight. Please support the stream. Let's have a well-supported stream so we can keep this in the rotation, play it again on Thursday. Let's have a good time and open some packs at the end of the night of the new One Piece cards. Yes, Mega Man X, if you have YouTube Premium and you watch on YouTube Premium, I get paid as if you were sitting here watching ads all night. So that helps a lot. Thank you. Am I going to watch Spider-Man Brand New Day? No, I'm not going to the theaters, so I don't know how I would see it. What's my thoughts on Marvel Tokon? Like I said, it seems like it has potential, but because the online play barely worked during the beta, it's hard to tell. I'm probably going to end up getting it and trying it. Even if it sucks online, we'll probably do some of the offline content, which would probably have some traction because it's Marvel. But after that, we'll have to see how it plays online. They've already publicly apologized, ArcSys that is, to everyone, admitting that the PC version had many, many problems during the beta, and they swear that they're going to try to fix them in time for the release in about a week and a half. So we'll have to see what happens. That's a good question. Shock says, how on earth do people survive without YouTube Premium? I don't know. I could never watch YouTube without YouTube Premium, man. I really couldn't. There's too many ads. Someone tipped $3, says, did you consider Dragon Ball Super TCG? The cards have a lot of amazing artwork like Pokemon, and the last 2 cards in every pack are holos. I don't know anything about that. This is literally the first time I've heard of it. We could always look into it as a possibility for the future if you guys think that Dragon Ball would be cool ones to open. What do you guys think? I don't know. What about the Dragon Ball Super TCG? Is it any good? Thanks for $3. That's our first tip of the night. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. I was checking on the Pal World cards. I was going to say the Pal World cards shipped today, but I'm waiting for them to give me an ETA on when they're actually coming. And it doesn't say yet. They shipped today, but they're shipping from across the country. That sucks. So it's going to probably take them a few days to get to me. They did ship, like, priority, so that's good. Yeah, so the priority comes fast. Usually it's within, like, 2-3 days. Maybe I'll have the Pal World cards Friday. I don't know. We might not. It might be, like, Sunday, Monday. People versus says, did you watch the news or hear the news? Resident Evil 2 Remake has officially overtaken Resident Evil 5 as the greatest seller at 20 million. No, I did not. That's awesome. I love Resident Evil 2 Remake. Hanslander just did a $5 Canadian super chat. So you don't need premium to use Firefox as a search engine? What do you mean by that? I don't know what that means. If you use Firefox as a search engine, how would that avoid ads on YouTube? I don't get that. Thanks for the $3.55 super chat. Still our biggest contributor, or super chatter of the night, I should say. Oh, a couple people asked for unbans. Let me see. A couple people asked for unbans earlier. Let's see. Here's one. I think this is the kick one. Okay, that person's unbanned. The person who asked me earlier today for an unban on kick, you're unbanned. And it looks like someone may be asking... Someone's asking to unban Zanzibar Nights again. All right, fine. I unbanned Zanzibar Nights. So I just unbanned 2 people on kick. There you go. I unbanned them. No, I didn't know about this new Transformers. I heard that the Transformers movie is being re-released in 4K, but I didn't know they had new stuff. I see you idiots are spamming the kick chat here, so let me ban these 2 morons who are spamming. Don't ask to be unbanned either, because I'm not going to. There we go. Good evening, Haley. How are you? Did I hear Ms. Marvel and Danger are the least played characters in Marvel Tokon? No, I heard no statistics about Marvel Tokon. Did I like Blinks? I played Blinks 5 years ago. It seems all right. The frame rate kind of holds it back, but I think it's an okay platformer. I didn't really play it that long. Okay. I'm very much looking forward to Final Fantasy VI tonight. Absolutely. What we have for dinner tonight? It was turkey hot dogs on keto buns with homemade turkey chili and a side of mixed vegetables. What's my favorite Final Fantasy? 6, which we're about to play. Think I'll chase a tarot card in another Final Fantasy box? Probably not, to be honest with you. I like the art in that box, but we've already got half the set. And it seems like basically nothing in that box has value but like 4 cards. That's crazy that it's like any Cloud, any Sephiroth, any Kefka, any Terra, Buster Sword, Vivi. That's it. Those are like the 5 or 6 cards that have any value. The whole set's commons. Even the hits are like $5, you know? So, to be honest, I like the set. I enjoyed opening the box, but I don't know if I would spend that much money again. Like, if the box was normal price, like a normal Magic set, as the Marvel cards are priced, I'd probably buy another box. But that box is like 3 times the cost of a Marvel box. It is. Like, the Marvel box you get right now for around $100, That box is almost $300. So I don't want to spend that again. For what? The value's not there. It doesn't make sense. Why keto buns? Because I don't want to eat a bunch of carbs that I don't need. The keto buns keep the carbs off. What's my most vivid memory of streaming during the COVID era? I don't separate my streaming by the COVID era. Like, I wouldn't even be able to think about what I did during the COVID era. Like, I didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like, oh, COVID era, I did all this special stuff. No, I just was very consistent. At a time when most people were very inconsistent, I was very consistent, and it definitely served me well. But I don't particularly remember anything specifically from the COVID era. There you go. Lala Full of Light says Animal Crossing. There's your answer. Alex, how are you? Thanks for $10. And he says, looking forward to the stream. I'm currently doing Final Fantasy VI playthrough myself. Just finished the Phantom Train scenario with Sabin. And Phoenix Down helped out a lot. Cool. We're about to head into the part where the game splits into 3 parties, and you got to do a little bit individually with each party. And then the game continues and picks up in a big way. So I'm excited for tonight. I think it's going to be a great stream. Thank you, Alex. And by the way, Alex, thank you so much for the insane support last time. I know that's not expected tonight. That was amazing. I really appreciate that. Fredo says, I'm making jerk stir fry. Fredo, it's not nice to insult your food. Why are you calling it that? X-Wing Alliance X just did a $2 super chat and says, Chrono Trigger PC or Final Fantasy IV Remaster next. I'm a big fan. Man, that would both be amazing. Since we have the Pixel Remaster versions of Final Fantasy IV and 6, I would like a Chrono Trigger Pixel Remaster next. So, Chrono Trigger just hasn't really been redone at all. There is a PC version that I played, but we need a new version, right? We want a Pixel Remaster with better music and quality of life improvements and all kinds of stuff. Definitely deserves it. Oh, yeah? Starshot Radiant says it used to be hard to find the ribbon in a lock scenario, but now they've made it easy to see. Oh, that's interesting. We'll have to see how that looks. Resident Evil, I'm being told Resident Evil has now surpassed Final Fantasy in overall sales to be the 9th biggest selling game franchise in history. That's cool. You would think I can't believe that, but the truth is Final Fantasy has faltered a lot in the last 5 to 10 years. Like, they were a humongous thing, but people don't realize how much 15 and then 16 really tanked it. People just don't get it. That, you know, when 13 came out, oh, Lord, everyone played it. Everyone talked about it. You know what I'm saying? 13 sold so well, they made a trilogy, right? And then all of a sudden, they wanted to do this MMO with 14, which was fine. It is successful in its own right for sure. You know, after they redid it, Realm Reborn or whatever, then it's good. But then 15 and 16, they ruined it, honestly. They lost their way. They lost their identity. And now it doesn't even feel like Final Fantasy anymore. So, yeah. They're working on Silent Hill 1 Remaster right now. Supposedly that's the next one they're doing, and I'm happy to hear that. I'm not tired at all, Tiger Pimp. What are you talking about? Why do you keep saying that? First he asked me if I'm tired, then he says I look tired. I'm not tired. I actually am less tired tonight than I've been recently. Like I said, because I ate a little more earlier today. I had that protein bar in the afternoon, and then I had dinner. So I actually think I ate enough now that my calorie intake was good, and I'm not hungry. What's up, Shake My Hand? How are you? Yeah, Alex Silva says, I wish they did Silent Hill 1 remake over 2. You knew they were going to do 2 first because that's the one everyone talks about. Everyone claims it's their favorite horror game, right? Just like with Resident Evil 2 remake, you knew that one was coming first because everyone says Resident Evil 2 is the best one. So you knew it, even though it would have made sense for them to do 1, 2, 3, but it's fine because now they'll do 1 and then they'll do 3, and 1 and 3 are direct sequel. 1 and then 3 is the sequel to 1, and the plots go hand in hand. It'll be good. Oh, X-Wing Alliance, did I add? I didn't add your super chat, did I? Oops, sorry about that. We're at 27 of support now. All right, so guys, we're going to start momentarily. We're going to get set up. So I'll say this up front for those of you that are here. If you're here and having a good time, number 1, please like the stream on YouTube. Get the engagement going. Let's let people know Phil's playing his favorite RPG. Let's have a great time. But number 2, please support the stream. Last time I played this, it was outstanding. It was absolutely over the top, insane levels of support, and I appreciate that. I'm not expecting that every time I play the game, but I can't make any money on the back end on this playthrough because these videos are getting claimed by anywhere from 5 to 13 parties for music. It sucks that that's happening, so I need to be able to have, income during the streams so I can keep playing this game. So please support the stream tonight. Let's have a good, solid support stream, and let's do pack openings of One Piece. Now that I have the cards, we've only opened 3 packs. The cards look great. I want to get my first hit of One Piece at the end of tonight's stream. So let's get support rolling. Let's get to our milestones, right? 100, 150, 200. Let's get a $50 contribution for a bonus pack. Let's get a $100 contribution. We'll open Prismatic Evolutions. Let's get it all going tonight. Thank you for supporting the other night. Let's do it again. Here we go. Okay. Let's get set up. Let me turn off this music and let's get set up and get started. I want to play for at least a couple of hours tonight. Okay. Layla the Witch, it's not Square Enix that's copyright striking it. It's a bunch of music distribution companies who think they own the rights to the soundtrack. Maybe some of them do. They have no right to claim a gameplay video, but they do anyway. YouTube's Content ID system has never worked. It always misidentifies stuff, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's complete nonsense. Fredo, thank you. Fredo, with 1,000 kicks, wants to know my workout regime. We're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to play Final Fantasy VI. If you want to talk about that kind of stuff, come by my morning show. Come by my podcast. That's when we discuss that stuff. We got plenty of time. Right now, we're getting ready for Final Fantasy VI. Thank you for 1,000 kicks. Boom. 37 bucks. Let's go. Let's get momentum. Let's hit that 100 right now and unlock our first pack of One Piece cards tonight. Let's do it. Okay. Ooh, excuse me. All right. My wires were all caught up there. Okay. Oh, shoot. I'm trying to remember the volume of the game now, and I can't. Shucks. Let's see how it sounds when I boot it up, if it's loud enough or not. Okay. What I consider a more vintage box of Pokemon cards from a few years ago. The only Pokemon cards I would consider are ones that are basically, first of all, under 500 bucks. Okay, I would never spend more than $500 for a box of any cards at this point. It's not worth it. It wouldn't make any sense. That's number one. Number two, if I were to spend that much, it would have to be something with guaranteed value that we're getting. So this box has an insane amount of hits, and we love the cards and stuff, right? I'm not someone who's like an investor who's looking to open an old box and get a $5,000 card. I don't care. It's supposed to be content for the streams, you see? That's all that matters. So it doesn't make sense for me. Like, for example, when I got the Phantasmal Flames box, which was $450, that was an utter waste of everyone's time, including mine. The cards just looked normal. We got no extra hits. There was no value to it whatsoever. It was a complete waste of time. So I'm not going to be doing that, no. Now, if there's an older box from a few years ago and it's not super expensive, sure. But I've looked at a lot of the boxes, and it looks to me like most of the boxes, even from just 3-4 years ago, are way overpriced for no good reason. 220 says, when's the next pirate-related stream? 2 days. Tomorrow is Pokemon Diamond, and then a Brilliant Diamond, and then Thursday. Thursday's daytime stream will be Assassin's Creed. So there you go. Okay. So let's see how everything sounds and looks. I think I have to up the volume. Yes, we have to go at least to here. There we go. I have to up my volume by 1. Okay. All right, is everyone ready? All right, let's get started. Here we go, everybody. We are on the SNES font, Bishik. We're on the original font. Okay. All right, ready? Hello, everyone, and welcome back. It is time for the continuation of Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster here on DSP Gaming. We are about to have a big action sequence, so I hope that you guys are ready. Let's make sure everyone's correct. Yeah, they're all in the back row, and same as in the front row. That's how I want it. Okay, good. They put Bannon in my party. Oh, really? They made it so you cannot do anything with his equipment. Interesting. So he actually is kind of a guest character. You can't touch his equipment at all. That's cool, actually. All right. Let's go, everybody. Ready? Here we go. The raft will carry us to Narsh. Hop aboard the raft? Yes. Head towards Narsh while protecting Bannon at all costs. If Bannon falls in battle, the journey's over. That would not be good. So at certain points, I believe they're going to ask me what I want to do on the river, like what direction I want to go. Okay, tools. Auto crossbow. You always want Bannon to pray, you're going to see why. Nice suplex. It's a free heal. Watch this. Look at that insane free heal. Game volume's a bit loud. Okay, thank you. I lowered it. Hopefully that's good for you guys. Thank you for telling me. All right, Tara, level up. Ellipsian says, I'm playing along with you. Was it worth it to recruit Shadow at the inn? No. He only joins your party very temporarily, and he leaves right away. So he wouldn't even be with you right now if you had him. Okay. Okay, so here's how this works. You have different ways you can go. Sometimes you'll pick one, it'll take you to a dead end, and you got to go back. Sometimes it goes in a loop, and sometimes you go the right way. There's actually a very interesting thing that you can do on this river. This was a way early on in the game you could cheese it. Here's what you do. So you get a turbo controller. Okay? You set it so that it's always depressing the button to select something. Okay? You get to the certain point in the river where you're going to go on a loop and keep fighting the same enemies. And you program it to be remember your last move. So basically you always have Bannon heal. You always have everyone else like attack. And if you do that, and you walk away, and then you come back to the game like hours later, the game auto plays itself, and you can level your characters up infinitely. So at one point, I wanted to test this, right? So I had a turbo controller, and I set it up, and I left for a day, and I came back the next day. All my characters were level 99. I was like, oh, damn, that's kind of broken. Now, the funny part is it's only this party. No one else levels. So only these 4 characters will ever be level 99. Everyone else still starts at like their normal level. So it's kind of not the best strategy, but it's kind of a really busted way to go through the game and kind of cheat early on and have an artificial crutch. But you need a turbo controller to do it. So, okay. Honestly, I don't remember which way to go. Let's go left. I really don't remember which way you're supposed to go here. I think it's more fun to just randomly pick than to remember what you were supposed to do. Look at that. You hit him with a Kamehameha. Do-do-do-do. Bum-ba-da-bum-bum. That should be it. Suplex. Miss. That's why I hate Meteor Strike. Because sadly it misses a lot. So that's why I prefer Aura, the Aura Cannon. Because it hits almost every time. The Meteor Strike is great when it hits, but it misses a ton. Gotta level up here. I think we missed an item. I think if we went the other way, we might have been able to get an item, and I didn't get it. Okay. I've never played a Dungeon Keeper game. No, I have not. Here we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we missed an optional item. I love hearing this horn. It's like a trumpet. I've never played Octopath Traveler. No, I have not. Man, I can't wait till I get the counter-attack relic so that every time I get hit, I attack back. I love that relic. We already have a save point. So if you made the wrong choices, you might have had to do repeated fights. And you might be kind of weak at this point and you want to save, but we're good. Okay. Okay. Edgar leveled up. Okay. I forget if it's upper left again. I don't remember. One of these is a loop, and I don't remember which. I guess we'll go left again. Do I think Super Mario RPG is up to Final Fantasy VI and Chrono Trigger? No. I think it's good. I don't think it's as good as those games, though. But it is really good. A good SNES era RPG. Oh no, Edgar got blinded, so now he's going to have problems hitting people. Another save point already? Sheesh. I think that bucket restores you. Yeah, it does. It fully restores you. So again, I think I was supposed to go up, not left, and it would have been like an optional room with an item, and I went the wrong way. So I missed it again. Missed it again. Go. Good. Let's funny is, right now, the only person whose MP is shown is Terra's. In the old game, it would show MP anyway. Even if you didn't have magic abilities, you'd still have an MP meter. Now, in this game, they don't have that, which is kind of interesting. Huh. Down the falls. Now Terra's been blinded. I don't know if that affects her magic or not. Congrats on being Black Flag Racing Captain. He loved it. I'm really enjoying it right now. Looks like it doesn't affect her magic at all, so no big deal there. Uh-oh. Hey, what do we got here? Uh-oh. Guess what time it is, everybody? Wee-hee-hee. You're up the creek without a paddle. And I'm not gonna let you through. Does that make me a bad octopus? Yes, it does. Yes. Youch! Seafood soup is not on the menu. Ink. Look at this music, it's so good. Ooh, that's a tasty morsel. I'd love to get my tentacles around her. Slurp. Ouch, that hurt. Youch! So he counters whenever she does the magic, but it doesn't really matter from what I remember. Like, why do I care that you blinded me? I'm using magic and special abilities. That's right, time for some takoyaki, says Unsung Stranger. Oh, yeah. Muscle heads. Hate him. Tentacle on Sabin. Giant damage. Nice. Sploosh. Glub, glub. Uh-oh. Think you got the point? I wouldn't bet on it. It's probably just hiding down there. Ew. Something stuck to my leg. Terra, get away from there. We should be all right now. 8-armed freak. I'm gonna smash it with a blitz. No, Sabin. Out of the way, Edgar. Well, he's always been a bit rash. Sabin. He'll be fine. You sure, Bannon? You're his brother. You should know better than any of us. Any second now, he'll flop right back up onto this raft right as rain. Whoa! I think he missed the onto the raft part. To Sabin. Sabin, I guess you're on your own now. Sabin! So, Edgar and Terra are racing toward Narsh while protecting Banning. But what of Sabin, who was just swept away by the raging waters? And how's Locke faring after having penetrated the Empire's defenses in South Figaro? Is all going according to plan? Choose a scenario, Kupo. So this is a unique part of the game. I don't know why they did the game like this, but what happens is you have 3 scenarios. You will eventually play all 3. So it's not like, oh, I picked one scenario and now I don't get to experience the others. You get to play all 3. But the question is, what do we want to do first? Do we want to do Locke's scenario? Do we want to do the Bannon scenario or do we want to do the Sabin scenario? What do you guys think? Captain is asking, what's the summary of the game? So there's an empire that's trying to control magic of the past to basically dominate the world. And they're slowly starting to take over all the different like settlements and countries and towns on the planet and subjugate the people. Some people are working with them and accepting their fate, and others are like, no, we'll fight against. It's kind of like almost like a Star Wars deal where, you know, the Empire and then there's the Rebels. In this game, the Rebels are called the Returners. But the other plot line is that apparently Terra has magical powers, but no one else does. And no one knows why Terra has magical powers. And so the Empire is seeking to capture her and use her as a living weapon. Okay, so that's the other plot that's going on. What do you guys think? So we have all these different choices. Starshine Radiant says do Locke first, you get the ribbon. Then Sabin has better gear and Bannon is easy. Alex Silva just did a $5 super chat, says Sabin, let's see the Phantom Train. That's true. There's a lot of different scenarios that are lengthy. Sabin's, I think, is the longest, is it not? The Bannon scenario is short. The Locke scenario is kind of medium. And the Sabin scenario is long. Yeah. Well, one thing's for sure. Everyone is saying Sabin and Locke. Literally, everyone is saying Sabin and Locke. No one is saying Bannon. I'll be honest with you guys. I kind of want to get the Locke scenario out of the way. I don't like it that much, the Locke scenario. I think I want to get it out of the way because it has to do with stealth gameplay, if that makes sense. It's weird. It actually has stealth in it. I'm serious. Once that's out of the way, the rest of the game is very straightforward JRPG. The Locke scenario is always a little weird for me. I think I want to do the Locke scenario. If everyone's okay with that. I think Bannon, we agree, we'll do last. Okay? So let's do that. Let's do the Locke scenario. Everyone okay with that? And then we'll do Locke, Sabin, and then Bannon at the end. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's save. Okay. Locke has worked hard to stymie the efforts of the Imperial troops at South Figaro, but now he desperately needs to escape. What's up, Vietnamese comrade? Good evening. Good to have you here. Damn it. Gotta make tracks and get to Narsh. Alright, so since it's only him now, I guess the question is he good? He's got Hermes sandals, which is great. Yeah, actually, he's got good equipment right now. I think everything he's got... Oh, look. Nice. The air knife is great, too. Let's give him the air knife. Everything else, yeah, he's got the best, I think. So... Wait, he can dual wield? Huh? No, he can't. Okay, I was gonna say. He can't dual wield. There we are. Alright, good stuff. Rich people's homes always have secret passages. You just have to search until you find a place where you can feel a draft. Hint, hint, hint. And they give you a save point here so you can save your game with Locke. Okay. Can't go to that guy. If you end up walking into a soldier, they make you do an optional fight. And sometimes you can win the fight, but sometimes it's really tough, so you don't want to be fighting. Look who we have here. I don't like strangers. Bring me some cider and maybe I'll talk to you. Interesting. My grandpa used to be a servant for the richest family in town, but he says I'm only supposed to let merchants through. Okay. Do I think Locke is one of the weaker main characters in the game? Well, here's the thing. If you're talking in combat, yes, until he gets the ability to attack and steal and double attack at the same time, then he's good. But that takes a while. There's a lot of different equipment you have to find to make him be good. I think it's like, what, the thief knife, as well as the Genji glove. as well as, like, there's 3 things he needs to make him good. Oh, here we go. Look at that. Now he double attacks. So he's going to double attack and be fast. So this is excellent. Okay. But if you're talking character and story-wise, he's one of the best characters in the entire game. Stay away from the armored soldiers. They'll kill you for talking to them. Welcome. And here you can buy items if you want. Here, there's a merchant. Now, there's different things. There's different ways you can do this in the town. There's different orders and things you can do. And I've heard differing opinions on what's the best way to go about doing this. See, if you fight this guy, watch this. What are you doing here? Scram. Oh, you can't fight him? You used to be able to, I thought. I guess not. I guess we're forced to get the merchant's outfit first then, because I thought you could fight the soldier and get the soldier outfit, but maybe you don't do that first. I haven't done this in a while. You're the infamous thief Locke, aren't you? Now that's just plain rude. I'm a treasure hunter. Don't you forget it. Here we go. Watch this. Ready? Stole a plumed hat. And you stole his clothes, too. Here we go. You're a little tight, but the price was right. His name is Birthday Suit. Wah! He runs away because he's new. How about that? Why do I always have to go and open my mouth? All right, so as you can see, we are now a merchant. How cool is that? Puppy Action Team has gifted a sub over on Kick. That's our first sub of the night, is it not? We had 1 auto sub earlier. So thank you for that. That gets us up to 47 bucks of support. We're just roughly halfway to our first milestone and a pack opening of TCG cards at the end of the stream. Thank you for that. Thank you for supporting the stream. If you're watching on YouTube right now and you're enjoying, please give the stream a like. Oh, if you guys are watching this playthrough on demand, if you're not here live and you're watching on DSP Gaming after the fact, YouTube is claiming all of my videos of this playthrough for the remix soundtrack, and there's nothing I can do about it. So I'm not making any profits for any of you watching on demand. Now, I'm going to continue to upload on demand, but I'm asking you for a favor. If you like this playthrough, subscribe to the channel. Please consider supporting in some way. The best way, tip. Look at the description of the video. There's a link that you can tip me via PayPal. If you do that, that will directly support the playthrough. All you got to do is send a tip and say, hey, this is for Final Fantasy. Sorry, you know, you're not getting anything on YouTube for this. And that will help a ton. All right, so please consider it. Thanks in advance to anyone watching on demand who supports this playthrough. But in the meantime, those who are here live, you guys have been a great audience. Let's keep it going. Puppy Action Team just gifted a 2nd sub over on Kick. That makes them the top sub gifter now. Thank you. So now we're up to 52 of support and climbing, more than halfway to our first milestone for the night. Thank you so much. Okay. So we're the merchant. Can I fight the soldier as the merchant? I'm not buying anything. That's great. I'm not buying anything. Chill Observer, thanks for $5. Says, I've been a fan of yours from the beginning. Thanks for your entertaining content all these years. Keep it up. Thank you to Chill Observer for a $5 super chat. Now we're up to 57. Thank you, guys. Okay. No cider? Then what are you doing here? So we have to get this guy cider. Here we go. You're a merchant, right? Go ahead. So now we can go through. Now keep in mind, we already went through this town earlier and we looted the whole thing. Normally there'd be items and stuff in here, see? But we already got them. So I don't have to worry about looting because we got all the items. Unsung Stranger saying, do you think Blue Dragon needs a remaster? Yeah, all those Miss Walker games, I would love to play remasters of them, 100%. So I'm trying to remember. I think you can become a soldier if you fight here. Okay. But I'm also trying to remember the other way to get through, because there is a secret passage around here somewhere. You go across this bridge here. See that? See what I just did? That I walked across there? This is the guy. This is the soldier you can fight, and you can become a soldier if you want. Because what you're trying to do is trying to get to this mansion and get to the secret passage in the mansion. But you can't, see, because they're blocking the door. So you have to pretend to be a soldier, if I remember correctly. You don't have to get the guy the cider, too. I'm trying to remember if you get him the cider and you give it to him, what happens? It's been a while. Here we go. I think we can get cider here. G.I. Jackson, how are you tonight? Here we go. Can't talk to this guy? No. Who has the cider? I forget. Hey, you came to steal my cider, did you? You dirty little thief? Couldn't steal. Nice block. Stole the plume tab. Stole his clothes, too. I already had the clothes. I wanted his cider. Here we go. Obtain the cider. So now we have it. And now we can go give it to the old man. As long as you don't act out of character, you don't get attacked. But if you do talk to one of these soldiers, they might attack you. So you want to be careful. All right, here we go. Let's give this old guy his cider. Cider, secret passage. Yes, there's a tunnel from here to the mansion on the north end of town. Go downstairs and tell my grandson the password. It's, I forget. So he's telling you about the secret passage. So what do you think it is? Rosebud, courage, or failure? I'm going to say courage. I'll show you the secret entrance. Look at that. Sweet. So this teleports us now back across town. Remember, we had gone in this, but it was from the other end. So this is how you get across town. There's multiple ways to do this. Another way we could have done it is we could have actually fought that soldier that was in the green outfit and stole his outfit. And once you steal his outfit, then you can actually talk to the guard and he'll let you in the front door of this mansion. So there's multiple ways to do this, okay? G.I. Jackson, thank you for $5. He says, I need to finish the game. I'm on the floating continent. So you're just under halfway through, except really not. Because after the floating continent, not only does the game completely flip on its head, insane amounts of side content appears. So you're in a good part of the game. Some epic stuff. I just received a $5 tip from Comedy Master 9000. I'm a big fan of yours since the beginning, too. Anyway, you live in Jimothy's neck of the woods. Do you think that they should put him in a zoo? No, I think he's a wild raccoon. They should leave him alone. It's remarkable that he's survived with his deformity. I don't know why people want to bother him. They better leave him alone. Because if they start bothering Jimothy, I'm going to have to start cracking skulls. That's right. So thank you, Comedy Master. Now we're at 67 of support. We are rallying towards the 100. Let's get to $100, everybody, so that we can open a pack of One Piece cards at the end of the night. Thank you, guys. Keep it coming for Final Fantasy, and thank you so much. All right, ready? The Imperial troops have turned the house into their headquarters. What have I done? I betrayed my town to the Empire. All I could think of was money. Greedy bastard. So you hear that? So you heard that, right? So what's weird is, kind of sounds like the ocean, right? But that's because it was just a sound effect they used for the ocean, but for other things. It's supposed to imply that you're hearing wind and that this is the room with the secret passage. Well, we already found it, remember? We found it earlier. Here it is. Okay. Remove disguise. No. I refuse. Okay. I know I've seen her before. Wait a second. She's one of the Empire's generals. This is what happens to traders. A Magitech knight forged by the Empire and tempered in battle. None have ever truly known the woman beneath the general's guise. So, here's a real question for everyone, because now I'm an interactive streamer. Did you guys call her Celeste or did you call her Celeste? I don't know how you're supposed to say it, because I always thought maybe it was like Celeste, but they said it quick, so Celeste. But maybe it's Celeste. I don't know how you say it. Is it like Celeste or is it Celeste? Right? I don't know. I don't know. When I was a kid, I said Celeste. That's how I always said it. Celeste. I never said Celeste. But then later on in life, I heard people saying Celeste, and I was like, huh? It's neither of the... What is it? What is the proper pronunciation for the name? It's like Celeste, so it would be Celeste then. Google says Celeste. So Google says Celeste. It is based on the original word Celeste, but had the end cut off. So it's Celeste. It's not Celeste, it's Celeste. Okay, we'll call her Celeste then. Yeah, so Martin just did a $5 super chase. It's Celeste minus the T, so Celeste. Okay. Sweet. Thank you for the super chat, Martin. Good to see you. I just received a generous $33 tip. This person says, I'm very happy that you're playing your favorite RPG. Thank you so much. $30 tip gets a nice animation. And that's a huge tip. Let's get that on the leaderboard. That gets us to 105 of support. So that means right off the bat, that I now will be opening one pack of One Piece cards. Now, whether we do that tonight or tomorrow depends on if we open another pack. Remember, when I do DSP pack rips, it's for 2 packs or more. So we get to 150 of support tonight. We will do an episode of DSP pack rips at the end of the stream. One Piece cards. We'll get new cards. I hope we get our first hit. It would be great to get our first hit tonight, okay? Thank you guys for the support. I really appreciate it. Okay, so the mighty Celeste has fallen. So for the record, in the original, they punch her here repeatedly. They keep punching her, and then she like crumples. They took it out of this version for some reason. They're basically torturing her because she became a traitor to the Empire, okay? Martin, thank you for $5. He says, I agree with the tipper. Have fun, man. Thank you, Martin. It's another $5. Thank you so much. So she says, not as far as those who use their strength to oppress the weak. Quiet! He hits her again. In the original, he punches her here again. Kefka's planning to poison every last man, woman, and child in the kingdom of Doma. Shut up. Huh. Run that mouth of yours while you still can. Your execution is tomorrow. Keep a close eye on her. Yes, sir. I could stand guard for days without sleep. Because why else would she pass out there unless they were hitting her? So it's kind of weird. All right. I can't believe they censored this game. That's ridiculous. He's asleep. Remove her binding. Just keep looking. That's kind of creepy. Remove her bindings. What could you possibly hope to peddle in a place like this? Oops, forgot I was still wearing these clothes. Name's Locke. I'm with the Returners. You're a returner? Or at least I was, General Celeste. Now I'm nothing but a traitor. Well, let's get going. You take me with you? No, I can barely walk. I never even make it out of here. I appreciate it, but even if you got me out, you wouldn't be able to protect me. I'm better off waiting here for the executioner. At least that way I'll keep my pride. I'll protect you. Trust me, you'll be fine. Let's go. Wait. This soldier might have something on him that could help us out of here. So she's in the party now. Yeah. Taking a look, we should optimize her. There we go. So we give her equipment. Relics. So let's give her the hyper wrist. Sure. Now, abilities. She has magic. So much like Terra, okay, Celeste has magic. Cure, Poisona, and she has Blizzard rather than Fire. So you're wondering, why would she have magical powers? The story is, supposedly, she was actually infused with magical power as a kid to, again, become a human weapon of the Empire. So she's very similar to Terra's story, but the difference is she was a general in the Empire and she rebelled against, saying they're doing awful things and I refuse to serve them anymore. So they were going to execute her as a traitor. She hasn't lost her memory like Terra. So, okay. There's a clock key in his pocket. Take it. It said stealing is wrong. You're literally a thief, and it says stealing is wrong. More soup and mumble. Ugh. Okay. We got a save point, so let's save the game. Very good. Okay, so if you remember, we already did this earlier, but now we have a clock key. An old clock and it's ticking. An old clock, it's not ticking. Wind the clock. Look what just happened. Here we go. Oh, look. That's new. In the original, these hidden passages did not show up when you walked inside. So that's brand new for this version, that you can actually see through the hidden passages. Oh no, back attack by 3 freaking soldiers. That ain't good. Wow, good thing that we're countering everything here. So you might have noticed she just has something called Runic. So what a Runic is she will hold up a rune during the next turn. And if anyone casts a magical spell, she absorbs the spell, blocking it having any effect. And she then gains MP. So it's a way for her to recover her MP while also absorbing an enemy's magical attack. However, it has to be a spell. It doesn't absorb physical attacks, so you're kind of gambling when she uses it. Okay. Iron armor. Perfect. All right, great. I think this is a dead end. We got dogs. Double attack because he has Genji Glove. He attacks twice. Good block. So you can see he's way faster than her because he also has the Hermes sandals. The dog ran away. The dog didn't want to get hurt. Look at this. X potion. That's awesome. And high ether. Those are 2 optional items. So I want to get those chests. Oh, are you kidding? Look at the map above my head. Even on the map, they now show you the secret passages. So they made this way easier because in the original, there was no mini-map like this. And there was no secret passages shown on the mini-map. So now it's all kind of done for you, honestly. Ow, that hurt. That was a critical hit. That dog's dead. Nice. I have to heal after this this fight. Chill out. Nice. It's up to you if you guys want the leaderboard top or bottom. Sadly, I think either place it's going to block stuff for this playthrough. How do you like that I have the authentic font? That's the authentic Final Fantasy font we're using. I got it just for this playthrough. So, okay. Oh, really? Starshine Ratings is saying there was a secret I already missed. Abilities. Magic. There we go. Let's get these items first. Heavy shield. Great sword. Nice. Okay. Good. So, I don't understand what you mean by the dead end. You mean here? This dead end? 3 soldiers. Nice critical hit. This? Nope. Not there. So what do you mean? Do you mean over here? Nothing here. Look. I don't know what you mean about some dead-end secret. I don't see anything. Oh, whoa! Okay. So a ribbon, for the record, is something that prevents all status effects. Watch. Look. Silk ribbon enchanted with powerful protective magic prevents all status ailments. So you can never get a status ailment. That's awesome, actually. Nice. Okay. Great stuff. Now, here's the thing. We have to remember when we're ending this scenario to unequip the both of them completely so the items can be used on other people. However, maybe they fixed that in this version. I don't know, because remember, this is a new version. Maybe for quality of life purposes, they actually made it easier or better. You don't have to do that. I don't know. Oh, no. Look at this. Look at this mess. Yeah, shout out Starshine Ratings was the one that told me to go back down there and look for that item because I didn't remember that. How many party members do you get total? Well, in your party at once, 4. Total in the game, I forget. It's more than 12, I think. There's a lot of characters in this game. A ton. Anything here? No. Concentrated blizzard. The dog runs away. All right. Chest here. Earring. So this is also a great accessory for her. Here's why. An earring that boosts the strength of the wearer's magic. Effect increases when worn in a pair. So we were both, she'd have a big magic increase, but doing this, she at least has a good magic increase. Obviously, we want her to have that. Thank you, Martin, for another super chat. He says, do you think the physical copy of Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster on the Switch is worth $60 and includes all episodes? I mean, $10 a game. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone would argue that it's not worth $10 per game. So I would say it's a good value, yes. Thank you guys. We're up to 112 of support. Again, moving towards the 150 goal. We'll be opening at least 2 packs of cards tonight, and we will do an episode of DSP Pack Rips. Thank you so much. Anything Here, aha, look. Oh. Poor enemies. Bum, ba, da, bum, 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 bum. Stalking Tiger, how are you? Good to see you. Thank you for a $13 super chat. I'll shout that out in a second. Well, I guess technically I did shout it out, but I will read your message in a second. That's what I meant to say. Nice. Level up. And we got to heal up while we're here. Okay. So he says, my phone has been ringing a lot lately. Whenever I answer, all I hear is various bird chirps, squawks, cries, and a demonic growling. I don't know why I'm being targeted by Ghost Bird, and I am scared. Well, I'm sorry to hear about the Ghost Bird problem. However, I want to say thank you because you're the biggest super chatter of the night. With that 13 bucks, you are awesome. Thank you so much. Now we're at 125. We are now, 25 away. Wow, man, I can't hit the backspace to save my life. 25 away from hitting our milestone and opening 2 packs of cards and doing our awesome episode tonight of DSP pack rips. So thank you for that. Give me one quick second, everybody. Okay, cool. Just checking on something quickly, and there we are. Okay, cool. Nothing here, another dead end. Okay, this way. Why are you helping me? You remind me a lot of someone. Interesting thing to say. What's it matter anyway? I'm helping you because I want to. And just so you know, because this game is incredibly well written, yes, later on in the game, we will find out exactly who he's talking about. All right, so this is a little confusing because you might not know, like, where am I supposed to go? We're on the overworld, right? First off, you can save in this game whenever you're on the overworld, so let's do that, okay? Now, if you go to, oh! Missed. Darn it. Oh, Unsung Stranger, I know. He says, you're getting way better support for this game than Final Fantasy VII from a couple years ago. I know. I'm well aware of that. I'm telling you, that game, way overrated, and people just didn't like it. They found it very boring. This, at least, is a classic that I have a lot to add and you know, share with you. So, look. We're back here. And guess what? You get a free rest. That's right. If you break into this person's house and you sleep in the bed, you get all your HP and MP back for free. How cool is that? Remember, this was the house where Edgar kept talking about he thinks Sabin was living here, remember? So how convenient that this house is here. It's called Duncan's house. Duncan was Sabin's master who was murdered by Vargas. So it's kind of abandoned right now. So let's head eastward. And over here we have a cave. See this? Mount Colts. Well, we're not going back to Mount Colts. That's how we got here, if you remember. So let's head westward. What do you guys think of the overworld? I think the overworld of this game is gorgeous. Like, look at these. These almost look like paintings. The backdrops here, right? Looks like you're fighting on an oil painting that, like, Bob Ross painted or something. It's amazing. Okay. So here we are. South Figueroa Cave, first floor. But I'm just curious, is this something? No, it looks like something, doesn't it? But it's not. Okay. I don't know what the next DSP tries is, Eli. We haven't really talked about it yet. Obviously, I'd like to do it early next week, but we haven't really figured it out. We haven't figured it out yet. Cartagarda? What are this called? Cartagras. They look like manta rays, right? Like stingrays or manta rays? Stingray. See, Poison Bard. They just tried... Are you kidding me? They just tried to murder you like the poor guy. What was his name? Who got murdered? They tried to hit you with a poison barb to the heart. That's terrible. Oh. Unsung Stranger says, I actually have a portrait similar to that as in my guest house. Okay, so what was that noise? Did you hear that? Steve Irwin, that's right. They just tried to Steve Irwin you. How horrible. I think we already did that. Yeah, see, we already been in this cave, so we already got the loot. Ouch. Attack this gold bear. Take that, gold bear. Oh, what's that noise? Something's a rumbling. Yes. What is this thing supposed to be? Acrophes? What is an acrophes? Is it a crab? I think it's supposed to be some kind of a crab. Acrophes. Okay. Ooh, it's a turtle. What's that noise? Recovery Springs. This got us our HP and MP back. Okay, if I remember correctly, we should do a quick save here. And there's a good reason. Okay, you guys ready? Here we go. What is that? Something's coming through the wall? Uh-oh. Tunnel armor. Tunnel armor? If that thing hits us with magic, they'll be scrubbing two big scorch marks off our wall. What are we supposed to do? Don't worry. I'll draw its magic with my runic blade, and you'll be okay. Just you watch. All right. Runic. I think you can steal. I think you can steal from this guy. I'm almost positive. I gotta heal. I got it. Not that I needed the Bio Blaster. We already have one. Well, he's dead. Do you see why I wanted to do a quick save? Because this is actually a hard fight. We're gonna have to do it over. Yep, we have to do it over because he's faster. So if she doesn't have the Hermes sandals here, you're basically done. See, we can't even do anything. We're done. This is actually one of the hardest fights in the early game. And it depends on your timing and if you remember to give her the Hermes sandals. If she has the Hermes sandals here, it's an easy fight. But obviously I didn't do that. Done. Look at this drill to the balls. He drilled him right in the balls. That's it. It's over. Hardest early game fight in the game. Seriously. Hardest early game fight. After this, it's actually not so bad. And that's why I quick saved. All right, let's try again. Now, here's the thing. Now we know not to bother stealing because we already have the Bio Blaster. But I was trying to remember what it is that you steal from him. We don't need it, so now we can just have lock attack. Space Jam fan, good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Let's finish this. All right, let's do it. Let's do it again. This time we'll do it right. Yeah. Now he's going to start wailing on him. He's going to do tons of damage doing this. Watch. Yeah. Double whiff. Got him. See? So all you had to do was attack all the time with lock and you're good, but I wanted to see what you steal from him. All right. We got an elixir. Looks like we're finally in the clear. So here's the bummer. If I remember correctly, in the original, he doesn't walk out of the door by himself. It freezes for a second. You're able to control again. And you can unequip all the items off of Locke and Celeste. And then they're saved in your inventory. So when you select the next scenario, you can actually put it on the new characters. In this case, he walked out of the door automatically. I'm wondering, did the game automatically unequip those characters now as you go on to the next scenario? We're about to find out, because I have no clue if it did or not. I got a $2 tip. Someone says, man, why are you so through with that? Because I like this. So I'm through with that. Thanks for $2. Now we're up to 127 of support. Thank you guys so much. All right, here's what we'll do. Let's save. And let's split the part. When we come back, scenario 2, it seems like you guys wanted Locke or Sabin. We'll go to Sabin. Sabin is the longest scenario. It takes a while, and we're no way we're beating that tonight, but we'll get a good chunk into it, okay? See you in the next part. Remember, if you like this playthrough, please consider supporting in another way. If you're watching on demand on YouTube, sadly, I get nothing from it because everyone's taking all the ad revenue because of the music. So a tip would be great. Or if you support the channel in another way, that would be amazing. Everyone here live, thank you. You've been a great audience so far. See you in the next part. Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster. Okay, give me a sec. I'm going to run and use the bathroom. Then I'm going to come back, and we're going to continue. Be right back, everybody. All right, everyone. I got some bad news. I got to go. Good night. I'm just kidding. Okay. Heading into the second half of the stream. Ready, everyone? Let's get ready. Let's go. Let's do the Sabin scenario. We're not going to have time to finish it tonight because it's actually quite lengthy, but we'll get a good chunk in. And remember, we're playing this again Thursday night. So come back Thursday. We'll finish Sabin scenario. We'll probably have time for the Bannon scenario, and it'll be great. We'll actually get a good chunk into the game this starting week. Okay? Thank you so much for your support tonight. By the end of the stream, we'll play for one more hour. Let's hit 150 so we can at least open 2 packs of the One Piece cards. If we get better than that, great. But I'm saying if we hit the 150, that'd be amazing. That way we could do an episode of DSP Pack Rips, okay? And please like the stream if you're on YouTube and you're enjoying the stream. Let's continue. Welcome back, everyone. It's time for more Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster here on DSP Gaming. Thank you so much if you've watched so far. Love this game. It's my favorite RPG of all time, and I'm really enjoying my time playing it with all of you. This particular version is quite good, and I can't wait for more. Now, please, if you're watching and you're enjoying, remember what I told you last part. Sadly, all these videos are getting claimed on YouTube for the music, meaning I make nothing on them on demand. Please consider supporting the playthrough. If you subscribe to the channel or watch other videos, great. If you maybe send a tip via PayPal, great. Be sure to call out if you send a tip. Say, hey, this is for Final Fantasy VI, so I know that you're supporting the playthrough, okay? All right, on to scenario 203. It's Sabin. What happened to him? What dire fate has befallen Sabin, who left from the raft after the fight with Ultros? Here we are. He's just here. Okay? Now, here's the question. No. Oh, shucks. It kept the items equipped on Locke and Celeste. This stinks. It means I can't use the ribbon. It means I can't use the Genji glove. It means I can't use the earring. Ah, that really, really stinks. So we got to just go with what he has. We'll definitely go with the hyper wrist, though. All right. What about optimal? Okay, he has a plumed hat now. Okay. Is this in chronological order? All 3 events are actually happening simultaneously. So it doesn't matter what order you play the scenarios. They're all valid. So, okay. Look. Who are you? Howdy there. I run a mobile item shop of sorts in these parts. Everyone around here knows me. You're, not from around here, are you? No matter, need anything? Let's take a look and listen to this music. How do you like this soundtrack, guys? Sounds very Western, doesn't it? There's a good reason, because there's a character on the screen that we're about to interact with. Take a look. So, potions. How many do we have of these? 5. 5 Phoenix Downs. A tent. Plumed hat. Shuriken. Now, wait a minute. Invisibility scroll. Shadow scroll. We have 17,000. I think we should buy 99 shuriken. I'm serious. Invisibility and scroll. We're going to buy maybe a few of these. Okay. You might say, well, why are we going to buy them? I'm going to show you in a second. Let's also buy a few potions. Because guess what? We don't have magic. Sabin doesn't have any magic. Okay. See you around. So, are you a traveler too? You don't happen to know how I get to Narsh, do you? I got separated from my friends. The Empire has set up camp just beyond the forest to the east. The Empire? What are they doing there? They seem to have their eyes on Doma Castle. So Doma's next, huh? I need to get to Narsh right away. Your only road passes through Doma. I can take you there if you'd like. Just know that I may decide to leave you at any time. Yes. He comes and goes like the wind, swearing allegiance to no one. Hidden behind his wintry gaze lies a face known to none who live. Unless you find the secret cutscene in the game, which hopefully we will, but I don't know if we will because it's actually a random occurrence. There's actually a random cutscene that can take place if you sleep at an inn where he has a dream about his past and reveals who he is. But it's a random chance. There's actually no way to guarantee it happens in the game. So some people who play the game get his backstory and some people don't. It's pretty crazy. Okay. Shadow. Take on the traveling companion? Yes. Death is only ever a step behind me. Here you go. So now, there he is. Look how cool he is. There we go. Immediately give him some equipment. Knight's Code. Cause the bearer to cover critically wounded allies. Why not? Right? You're right. He does look like Ryu from Ninja Gaiden. You're absolutely right. So Starshine Radiant says, if you sleep at all of them, you'll get all cutscenes and sleep multiple times at each end, and it triggers eventually. Right, it's randomized. So it's weird because right now I don't think it works, but later in the game it does. And some people didn't understand the mechanic. I even have a strategy guide. And the strategy guide, the guy who wrote the guide didn't understand the mechanic. It wasn't revealed until many years later that if you just keep sleeping in a bed at an inn, that you can get these cutscenes, and it explains all of Shadow's backstory. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, I remember what this is. This is kind of kooky right now, but it gets very dark later, actually, guys. Okay, ready? You the clockmaker? I've been waiting for ages. No, I'm not a clockmaker. There she is, hanging up on that wall over there. Ain't been ticking for a year now. Or was it 5 years? Shucks, maybe it's been 10. I don't remember. Oh, got it. You're the lawnmower repairman, eh? Couldn't provide worse service. Perhaps 50 feet high out back. No more lip repair, man. Fix the stove on the double. It'll be on your conscience when I freeze to death. Oh, youch, it actually is broken. Oh, for pity's sake. And you call yourself a repairman, causing trouble like a kid. A kid? I don't have any kids. Ugh. Why'd you have to bring up kids? Makes me sick just thinking about it. I think it's time for you to leave now. Go on, get, or I'll toss you out into the veldt too. I think this old chocobo's missing a few feathers. So basically, the guy's crazy, right? He's nuts. All right. Okay, let's save up because now we have a new party member. So for the record, you do not have to accept Shadow into your party ever. In fact, Shadow is a character that can be completely optional in the game and missed or skipped or just purposefully left out. So a lot of people always want him early on, but you could just never use him and the game actually becomes harder because you don't have a party member right now. Okay, look at the map here. This is where we're going. AP Ornis? So here's why I wanted this. Watch this. Throw a shuriken. So that damage, crazy damage. We had 99 of those. Apiornis or Apiornis, whatever the hell that is. Okay. Imperial Camp. An Imperial Camp, there's an awful lot of soldiers here. Hey, did you hear? Oh, you mean... Shh, keep your voice down. If Kefka catches us, we're toast. They say Kefka's plotting to oust General Leo and take command of the army. Don't even joke about something like that. If that freak becomes our general, I'll just quit. Shh, what if he hears you? You'll be locked up. All right, all right. Uh-oh, here he comes. Quick, back to your post. Hey, you're keeping a sharp lookout, Yes, sir, Kefka, sir. What a pleasant surprise. How are you today, sir? Please, spare me your petty small talk. Just do your job. And don't let me catch you slacking, or I'll make you regret even being born. Looks like we're gonna listen to you, you pompous little... What's wrong with that guy anyway? It's like General Leo got all the good qualities a man could have, and Kefka got stuck with all the leftovers. Shh, I just told you to keep it down. How many times are you gonna make me say it? You gotta be more careful, man. General Leo is a decent man, but Kefka, that guy's just twisted. Tell me about it. You there! We're about to storm the castle. 2 of you will join the assault squad, so get moving. Hup, 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 hup. Charge! It's hopeless. We can't keep them out for long. So, this is it. Wait! Here he is. The battle is not yet lost. A noble warrior of a foreign land, a faithful retainer to his lord and master, he fears not even death. So, here's another one, right? So the name of the color, or the pronunciation of the color, is cyan. But when I was a kid, I thought his name was Cyan. So I always called him Cyan. But I think his name is actually Cyan. So we're going to call him Cyan for the purposes of the playthrough, right? Okay. Here we go. But we can... Oh, if we... excuse me. If we can but fail the commander, they should break rank and withdraw. I shall meet him on the field of battle. Sir Cyan, please defeat their commander. So, let's go ahead. Quick save. Why not, right? Can we equip him? Look at that. We can give him a heavy shield. Sweet. Now, here's the thing. I wonder if they have changed how he plays. And the reason I say that is because in this game, he actually is one of the weakest characters. And it sucks because in the story, he's actually kind of a badass samurai, but his tech that they gave him in the game is based on timing, meaning you have to stand and wait for this meter to slowly charge. And as you're waiting, all the enemies just stand there and beat you up. So it's actually a really annoying mechanic that's not very good. And I wonder if they changed it in Pixel Remaster. Let's find out. So you want to know what's funny? Watch this. You can fight these dudes. You don't have to, but you can fight them. So Bushido, they did? Perform a rapid sword thrust against a single enemy. Creates a devastating counterattack. Channel focus key through the samurai blade to half a single enemy's HP. I think they changed it. They did. The mechanic has been changed. No way. Well, this is different. Okay, let's see how he just does it right off the bat. So it used to be called Sword Tech. They've now changed it to be called Bushido because they probably wanted it to be a Japanese samurai. And what used to happen is you would select what you want, and then a meter would appear on the screen. And you would have to sit there and wait as the meter slowly filled up and filled up and filled up. And as it was filling, the enemies would beat the crap out of you. So they removed it. Now he just gets the abilities. That's interesting. Now you notice the enemy disappeared. So yeah, you can actually kill all the enemies here just for fun. Which is kind of funny. All right. I received a $2 tip. He says, the money stacked tall as ludicrous for sure. And I swear I'm going to do with that. Well, thank you. I appreciate the $2. We're now up to 129. So we are $21 away from hitting a second milestone and doing an episode of DSP Pack Rips tonight. Hopefully we will hit that by the end of the stream. Okay. Well, I'm going to be honest. I'm very pleased that they changed this mechanic. And we don't have to wait for a stupid meter to fill up. And he's the crappiest character in the game. Now he's actually good. Do it, Cyan. Huh. Yeah, because the bummer is I loved him in the story. He's actually a great character in this game. But the fact that his fighting abilities stunk and they never really thought them through was such a disappointment. So now that he'll actually be able to use all his best abilities and they'll actually be effective is excellent. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna need more potions because he can't heal himself. Here we go. Okay. Boy. Very nice. So we're taking out all the soldiers just for fun. You don't have to do what I'm doing right now. You can go right for the commander. But hey, it's bonus experience points for Cyan. Or is it? Are we getting experience for these fights? Maybe we're not. I gotta check. We're not. We're getting no experience for it. So there's really no reason to do it then. I like to do it because basically it's funny when you basically fight the commander and all his troops have been one man killed by one guy. All right, we'll just fight the commander then. I am Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. Ready thine axe. Ready thine axe. Think of him as like Gimli from Lord of the Rings. That's what he's supposed to be. And my axe. Done. He got the black belt. The captain's been defeated. Retreat. Withdraw into the castle. We shall wait within its walls while our enemies grow tired without. I'll have to give him like a British, maybe a British accent, even though he's not British, but he talks like he's a knight. So we should probably make him sound British. All right, so now here's the cool thing. We just got the black belt, which is a black cloth belt from a distant land, allows the wearer to sometimes counter physical attacks. Sweet. You know what we'll do? How do you remove? There we go. Okay, nice. The dog just woofs. Huh. So if I remember, some of these huts have... I was just going to say, kick it. And this alerts the dog. Must have heard that. We have to fight. What's hilarious is I just talked to the dog. Alex Silva, thank you so much for 5 gifted memberships. He just dropped 5 memberships on the community on YouTube. I'll shout those out in a second there. Well, I'll add them to the leaderboard in a second. Congrats on whoever got them. And No Cap, thanks for $2. Are you a fan of Final Fantasy VIII? No. I owned it. I did not like it. I never even beat it. But that was a long time ago. Did you see what just happened? Did you see that? So that was Shadow's dog. The dog will randomly come out during a fight and defend you and do giant damage to an enemy. It's a completely random occurrence. That was pretty neat, right? Star Pendant. A star-shaped pendant with a jewel prevents poison. There you go. That's cool. All right, so Alex Silva with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Alex. Those are our first memberships of the night. That's $15 of support, which gets us up to $144. And then No Cap with the $2. We're at $146. We are literally $4 away from doing an episode of DSP Pack Rips tonight with the One Piece cards. Awesome. King Michael, how are you? Good to see you here tonight. Welcome to the stream. Well, I love this remix music. Let's throw a shuriken at the Magitech armor. Nice. Instant kill. Very good. No, I'm not playing Splatoon Raiders. No chest in here. So some of these tents have hidden chests in them and some don't. The idea is that you can be stealthy, and if you're stealthy, You don't have to fight at all. All right, here we go. General Leo, sir, the Domans appear content to play a waiting game. So, they're using their favorite strategy. General, we're ready to storm that castle as soon as you give the order. Patience. If we attack now, there'll be too many unnecessary casualties. But General, I'm prepared to lay down my life for the Empire at any time. You're from Miranda, are you not? Huh? I mean, well, yes, sir, I am, but why do you ask me, sir? You would have me go there and deliver the news of your passing to your family? What would I say when I handed them your sword? How could I even look at them? You're a human being before you're a soldier. Don't be so eager to just throw away your life. Emperor Gestahl wouldn't want you to die for nothing. Oh, yes, sir. General Leo, sir. A carrier pigeon arrived from Emperor Gestahl. What? The Emperor summons me. I must return home at once. Understood, sir. I'll leave the rest in your hands. Yes, sir. Listen to me. Don't rush things. That's all that I ask. Sir, leave it to us, sir. Don't let me down. Okay, so that's General Leo. Maybe an enemy, but seems like a decent man. Oh! Uh-oh. Once Leo's gone, I can turn this water into a flowing river of poison. That's right. Remember when we were opening the Final Fantasy cards and it said, Kefka poisons the waters? Yeah. Anyone who touches it'll be pushing up daisies. I'm afraid the Emperor has called me back home. Try not to cause any trouble in my absence. Huh. I'll take care of things faster than you ever would. Nothing dirty, Kefka. They may be our enemies, but they're still human beings. Try not to forget that. We needn't show mercy to those who side with returners. Which is good, because I never seem to have any of the stuff. Yes, you just go off and be a good little boy. Is the poison ready? But General Leo just said, Leo's not here anymore. I'm in charge now, so fork it over. Some of our people are being held prisoner inside the castle. If any of them drink this water, who cares? They're the ones who are stupid enough to get caught by the enemy. You're inhuman. Gah, pests at every turn. Guess I'll have to take care of you. Look at this. Or a cannon. Youch! Kefka, wait. Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? Wait! I think we can go ahead. I was gonna say that we can go ahead and you can explore and there might be items around or something. I'm trying to remember. Like, look. Yep, look. Monster in a box. Uh-oh. There we go. I know King Michael is here. I already said hello to him. Mega Berserk. So look what happened. He just made Sabin get Berserk. So now Sabin has to attack no matter what. Scintillation, that might blind. It did blind us. Luckily, I still hit with the ninja stars. Green Beret. That's a good item. If I remember correctly, that's a really good early game hat. Yes, look. Defense up, evasion up, magic defense up. It's a huge improvement. And now, Shadow can get the plume tap. The only bummer is we're both blind. I think we have eye drop. We have just enough eye drops. Wow. We almost didn't have the ability to get our sight back, but luckily we had eye drops. All right, let's use some potions here. There we go. All right, some shout-outs here. We have Alex Silva with a $4 super chat. Thank you so much, Alex. That will get us to our 150 goal. And that means we are opening 2 packs of One Piece cards at the end of the stream. And we are doing DSP pack rips tonight. So thank you to everyone who is here and has chilled and supported tonight. You guys are absolutely awesome. I also just received a $4 tip. This person says, I'm Monkey D. Luffy and I will be king of the pirates. Well, thank you to the $4 tipper, who I think also was intending to get us to the 150. Now we're at 154. We got about a half an hour of gameplay left, and then after that we will do the pack rips, okay? So, thank you guys so very much. If we get some more, then maybe we'll do some more. If we get to 200, we'll open a 3rd pack, but let's see how the night goes. I'm very appreciative that you guys are supporting Final Fantasy VI. Thank you so much. Mithril Glove. Defense +6. This is defense up. You know what? Put that on Shadow. Perfect. Can I do something here? No. All right. Wait. Still running. Gasp, pant. You just don't give up, do you? The dog hits him for 639 damage. Youch! Kefka, wait! Wait, he says. Do I look like a waiter? He says the same thing over and over. Gah, how long do you expect me to put up with this? Next time I won't hold back. Oh, great. This is getting tiresome. Hey, you, handle the rest. Well, that's a lot. So look at this. We got counterattacks going because of Black Belt. We got the dog blocking attacks. Then the dog is counterattacking sometimes. We got the Aura Cannon coming out. Awesome. Nice. Killing him with those shuriken. Nothing beats the sweet music of hundreds of voices screaming in unison. Wahaha. Or actually, wee-hee-hee. King Michael dinner was decent. And the waters are poisoned. Great. Sir Cyan. There's a great deal of activity in the Imperial camp. They may be preparing another assault. Does the water not look a bit odd? Now, in reality, if they just poisoned the water, would it instantly kill everyone? No, it would take time for them to ingest the water and be poisoned. But this is for dramatic effect. Sir Cyan! It must be poison. What low-down, contemptible... We must warn the king. To the king with all haste. Yes, the throne room is just ahead. Your Majesty! Who's there? Cyan, Your Excellency. Oh, Cyan, my sight is failing. I cannot see your face. Excellency, please, you must be strong. Cyan, you have defended this realm since the days of my father before me. I thank you for your service. Forgive me. I failed to protect our kingdom. No, Excellency. The fault lies not with you. I fear for your family. Oh, my chest burns with every breath. Speak not, my lord. Save your strength. Go to your family. Excellency. Sir Cyan! There may still be survivors in the castle. Let's split up and search. Elaine! Do not leave me, Elaine! This is unpardonable! Wayne! No! It's not possible. This cannot be happening. I will not forgive them. The Empire must pay for this. I am Cyan, retainer to the King of Doma. Enemy, all men to your positions. That guy's a goner on his own. Gotta help him in fast. Let me give you a hand. I know not the name or allegiance, but I welcome thine aid. All right. There'll be no mercy left for them. These ones next? They're tougher than they would appear. If you're wondering why I'm using Aura Cannon every time, it's because it's a guaranteed hit no matter what, and it's more powerful than the Raging Fist. The Meteor Strike is better, but it misses. And I don't want to miss, I just want to kill every turn, so... This music is epic. Gah! Who poisoned the river? Look, I think we're gonna have to do this together. The thought had occurred to me as well. So again, if you didn't have Shadow, you would have had to do this entire camp with just Sabin soloing. So all these fights up to now, you had to do just Sabin. And, you know, that would have been much, much tougher. I've done it before. I've challenged myself to do it. But it's tough. Are you guys going to stop spamming kick chat, or do I have to ban you? Like, stop right now. You guys are being stupid as hell. Stop spamming. Okay. K-Styles, thank you so much. 62 months as an Ultra Supporter member. It's good to see you. Thank you for the ongoing support of the channel. I am in thy debt. Not at all. I'm Sabin from the Kingdom of Figaro. We should get out of here. You notice Shadow doesn't say a word because he's optional. But I must avenge my family and my countrymen. If we stick around any longer, we'll have an entire regiment down our throats. Here they are, this way. Ooh boy, I have an idea. Follow me. So Sabin, what manner of armored beasts might these be? I'll explain later. Just climb in. So Sabin, how does one manipulate these abominations? Oh, for thou art getting to be quite a pain in the... Great. Now even I'm starting to talk like you. Listen, see that lever? The one right by your hand? Push it down. So Sabin, it appears to be in reverse. Oh! Yeah, come on. Hey, what do you think you're doing? Oh, I cannot stop this monstrosity. Okay, let's bust our way out of here. So you notice all of a sudden Shadow showed up and was in one too? Hold it right there. All right, so now we are all in Magitech armor. Nice. Very good. Here they come. Stop them. So Starshine Radiant says, strength increases physical tools like crossbow and drill, Bushido, and physical blitz like pummel, while magic will increase aura cannon, flash tools. So basically, I see what you're saying. All their special abilities actually are classified as either physical, magic, etc., and you can equip appropriate items to buff those things. That's cool. Did you really think you'd get away? Wow, we got attacked from the back this time. That sucks. Let's heal, actually. We all need a good heal. Get all our HP back for free. Nice. So by the way, because we're using thunder, well, obviously robots are going to be weak to a jolt of electricity, and that's why we're doing so much damage with the thunder beam. All right. I also think it's a nice touch after you beat them, their mechs are left behind empty. Okay, I think we should be safe now. So how do I get to Narsh from here? Narsh? I believe the only route passes through the forest to the south, but... All right, if we're going into the woods, I guess we don't need these hunks of scrap metal anymore. Let's get going. Okay, so we're going this way. We made it. Wow, look at all these enemies. Okay. Stray Cat, Nettlehopper, and Apiornis. Apiornis. How do you say Apiornis? Like up yours, Apiornis? Alright. Very good. So sadly, this is Doma Castle. Look at the water. This area is off limits. So you know what the funny part is? As weird as this would have been, during the segment where we rushed to see the king and then we rushed to see Cyan's family, I believe if you take your time and you explore the castle, there were several optional items that you could have gotten. But that would mean kind of sacrificing the whole idea of the story where you're rushing to save everyone, right? But I think there's some optional items now because we didn't get them. That means that later in the game, we'll have to come back and get them because we can't get them now while the Empire is still there. Okay. Yes, the Phantom Forest. This is an awesome part of the game. However, we're not going to have enough time to finish this tonight, folks. We'll probably play for another 10, 15 minutes, but then we'll have to continue this on Thursday night, okay? Okay. Starshine Radiant says, no, I'm misremembering. You can get them later if you please Gestalt after the banquet. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. If you please Gestalt after the banquet, he says he's just going to remove the troops from Doma as a reward. That's right. And then you can go in there and get the items. So did we just fought? What was that? Oh, by the way, we're finally getting experience points. Up to this point, we didn't get any experience with this party, and now we are. All right, so for the record, number one, the original game didn't have this cool mist effect. And number two, you didn't have the map. The map is showing you where to go. In the original game, no lie, it was very hard to figure out where to go. And you'd end up walking in circles here and never figuring that out. Recovery Spring. I know, Unsung Stranger says, man, time flies when you're having fun. Best retro playthrough so far. I love it. We're fighting the ghost. Very nice. Get some experience finally. Here we are. Follow these signs that are conveniently in the forest. Now look at this. There's signs up, down, like, go up here, down here. This way. Another ghost. There we are. And now we accidentally left the forest. We actually went in a circle, which makes no sense because we didn't go in a circle. But the game says, yes, you did, and throws you out of the forest. Alright guys, so last few minutes of the gameplay of Final Fantasy VI for tonight. If you've enjoyed the stream, reminder on YouTube to please give the stream a like. Can we get to 100 likes tonight? It would be great if we did. Outside of that, any final support would be greatly appreciated. So far, we're going to open 2 packs of One Piece cards on DSP pack rips. But if we get to that 200 milestone, we'll open 3. It would be great to get some last hurrah of support for the game. I've absolutely loved it tonight, and I can't wait to play more later in the week. I like the new sound effect for that attack. All right. Look at that. A train? A train? I thought of all Doma's railways had been destroyed in the fighting. There could be survivors. Let's take a look inside. Hey, looks like we can get in through here. So, Sabin, we can't just wander around out here all day. We have to check inside. So, Sabin, don't worry. It'll only take a second. But, Sir Sabin... What's with this place? We must leave at once. This is the Phantom Train. Uh-oh. It's moving? We must get off the train at once. The door won't open. I fear we're too late. What did you say this train was? This is the Phantom Train. It carries the souls of the departed to their final destination. Wait a second. You're saying this train's giving us a one-way ride to the afterlife? Unless we find a way off, I'm afraid that is exactly where we will end up. Well, I'm afraid that's a trip I'm going to have to pass on. If it won't let us off, then we're just going to have to stop it ourselves. Let's make for the engine. Immediately attacked by the living dead. The living dead. Yeah. This is no Polar Express. There is no hot chocolate allowed or offered on the train. Look. Look out. Where do I rank Earthbound as a JRPG? Oh, it's amazing. SNES era, one of the best games, hands down, for sure. Look out. 3 of them, dang. Ouch, that hurt. I have to heal. No, Chrono Trigger is not my favorite. Chrono Trigger is amazing, but I think this is my favorite RPG of all time. Over the years, I've, decided, hey, look, what's with this guy? He seems to want to accompany us. Bring the ghost along? Sure. So look what just happened. Look. The ghost joined our party. Yes, you can have ghosts join you. How crazy is that? I think there's a save point back here. We should go back. Oh, God, they all appeared again. I think there's a save point. I think pretty soon... Oh, look, the ghost can possess. So what this is, the ghost commits suicide to instantly kill an enemy. Seriously. Yes, Unsung Stranger says, If you didn't have Shadow, could you have 2 ghosts join? The answer is yes. 2 ghosts can join your party. Watch, look, there he goes. Dead. Because otherwise it just does a punch that does like minimal damage. It's not worth it. Here's the caboose. Alright, he joined. A bomb. It's our first bomb. Bomb, the classic Final Fantasy enemy that appears in so many different Final Fantasy games. And yes, he's in this one. Got it. Look at this. I'm this train's conductor. Can I help you? Tell us about the train. The Phantom Train ferries the souls of the departed to the other side. Once the souls arrive, they're granted their eternal rest. How do we stop this thing? You want to stop the train? I'm sure there's a way. Try searching every corner of the engineer's compartment. I got a tent. Wonder what this is for. Why don't we see what happens if we pull it? So, Sabin, I think it would be best to not touch that. Oops, my hand must have slipped. What? Oh, thou art truly insufferable. Cyan, you're not scared, are you? What dost thou mean? 'Tis not as though I have an aversion to machines, or try to stay as far away from them as humanly possible, or anything like that. Cyan, so you're afraid of machines? What gave it away? And now we can say. So we can do a little bit. There's a little bit more gameplay we can actually do here because there's another save point coming up. So we'll probably get to that point, and that's where we'll call it quits for tonight. Okay. Cooper King says, is it true Cyan isn't supposed to say thou and all other old English stuff? I don't know, because I never played the original Japanese, you know? And the original Japanese, I don't know if he's intended to be that, and they only did that for the English translation. Not sure. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah. In reality, the only real purpose the ghost serves is it's another body to take a hit, so you don't take all the hits from the enemies. If that makes sense. Look at this. Whoops. No point to that. Yes, Grandia. I played Grandia 1 and 2, if I remember correctly, and they're great games. Uh-oh, look. No escape. No escape. I don't know how you kill a ghost by stabbing it with a sword, but apparently that's how you do it in this game. Cool, what do you suppose that was all about? No escape. Huh? No escape. Who's there? Came from over here. No escape. God, they're coming after us. No escape. There are more of them this way. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. No escape for you. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. No escape for you. Nowhere to run. Nowhere to hide. No escape for you. You just don't let up. I believe we have reached a dead end, Sir Sabin. All right. Hast thou an idea? Yes. The time has come to put my training to use. Come, Cyan. Yahoo! Oops. Ouch. Nah. So we cannot go into this car. Nope, this car does not really exist. All right. Oh, boy. Unsung Stranger said the no escape from the ghost reminds us of the one of us moment. It wasn't the one of us moment from Toy Story, and Toy Story came after this game by a lot. So no escape. Hey, they couldn't still be. They just don't let up. We'll have to detach the rear cars. Well, bye-bye, ghosties. Guess you're never making it to the afterlife. That should be the end of that. Aha. You can save. Oh, boy. Whoa, look at this. Oversoul. You notice we lost our ghost because we possessed. I forgot. Oversoul. Green cherry. Look out! 3 ghosts. So once again, if you didn't recruit Shadow, okay, he basically wouldn't be with you right now. And if I remember correctly, when you recruit Shadow, there's a random chance that he leaves you. So you may actually have had him leave you before now, and you would have had to done the whole Phantom Train as just Sabin and Cyan. I'm almost positive. Look at this. Please be seated if you wish to order. Food, food, bring me everything you've got. Look at this. Is this train's food truly safe to eat? What are you worried about? We can't wage war on an empty stomach. Do what thou wilt, sir. I'm sure there is no stopping thee. So, kind of a Goku moment, is it not? How Goku would literally eat no matter what? Well, it's kind of a weird Goku moment here where I guess Sabin is supposed to be that Japanese stereotype of the hero is always hungry, right? There you go. Ooh, I'm stuffed. Shall we get moving? All right, go all the way around. And if you didn't notice, there was a chest on the other side. Obtain the earring. So earring, again, increases magical damage. So we could give it to Sabin, and then his aura cannon would actually be more damaging, I believe. I think we're about to have a moment. If I remember correctly, something crazy is about to happen. Quick save. Oh yeah, watch this. Hold it right there! Ha! I'm Siegfried, the greatest swordsman in all the world, and that treasure belongs to me. If I were you, you oval-muscled moose, I'd grab Grandpa there and run away while you still can. Greatest windbag is more like it. You're the one who has best beat a brave retreat. What? Brazen words for a man about to be spitted upon my blade like a plump and juicy pig. On guard! Halt! Here I come. Hiya! Hoi! Hoi! Hoya! Oh! Oh. And oh. And again. Oh. And how about this? Oh. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Had enough yet? Epic boss fight. All bark, no bite. No, it cannot be, but the last laugh belongs to me. Ha ha, the treasure is mine. Au revoir, my friends. Okay, then. I don't understand what that is, and I don't think it's ever referenced again in the game. So I don't know what that segment was supposed to be. Pretty weird, huh? Got a tent. Ow. Gravity, I believe, takes away half of your life. I think it's halves your life. Which is weird because it used to be called Demi. And now it's called Gravity. You want to stop the train? I'm sure there's a way. You got to go to the engineer's compartment. Nothing here. One of these guys, I swear one of these guys is a random vendor, too, for no good reason. Yeah. Look. Phoenix down. Phoenix down. Monster in a box. Oh. Apparition. See if we can possess it. Ow. The dog blocked it. Yes, the apparition killed it. We got another hyper wrist. We already had one. And a sniper's eye. So hold on a second here. So let's see what sniper eye is. A scope that allows the wearer to lock onto a target ensures that physical attacks will never miss. Whoa, that's cool. So let's give him hyper wrist. I guess sniper's eye sounds good. Sure. Okay. I do believe a save point is coming up, and that's where we will call it for the night. I think this might be it. Indeed. All right, so great stream of Final Fantasy VI Pixel Remaster here tonight. You guys were an absolutely great audience. Thank you for the attendance, the support, and the engagement. We'll do it all again in 2 nights. We'll finish up the Phantom train. We'll continue on with the plot. And soon, after we do the Bandon quest line, we'll be able to have the continuation of the story time-wise. But great stream. I had a great time. Thank you all. Remember, if you're watching this on demand on YouTube, sadly, I can't make anything on the on-demand videos because all this music is claimed. Please support in another way. If you leave a tip, that'd be amazing. Go check out other videos, subscribe to the channel, whatever it may be. Thank you so much. See you next time for more Final Fantasy VI. Good stuff, everybody. All right, so we saved. We just alt F4 out. And let's see if we got any achievements tonight. We got 1 achievement. Complete 10% of the bestiary items. So 10% of enemies have been recorded in the game. We actually got some cards. Look at this. Shadow. Umaro. I don't know who that is. And I think that's Realm. I think that's Edgar, Strago, and Setzer. Many characters in the game. I don't know who this is, though. Okay. Well, guys, good stuff. Now let's get set up for our DSP Pack Rips episode, shall we? Thank you for supporting the stream so we can do 2 pack openings tonight. I appreciate that very much. Okay, here we go. Let's get set up. Go-Go, you think it might be Go-Go? Maybe it is Go-Go. You could be right. Okay. Okay, guys. Great stream. Really had a great time. If we have a stream like that every time we play, we're golden. I'm serious. Is that kind of stream to have good attendance, engagement, and support, that's great. I will play the entirety of the game. I'll do all the side content. We'll do everything. All right? So let's keep it going with that. And thank you to everyone who hung out and supported tonight. You guys are awesome. Okay. All righty. Ah. All right, new packs. One Piece, guys. So we're going to do 2 packs. If we get some more support while I'm opening these, we'll do more. If I get to 200, that's a pack. 250, that's a pack. Someone does a $50 contribution, that's a bonus pack on top of all of that, okay? All right, guys. Let's go. You ready? Here we go. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of... And this is our second episode of the day. We are opening more of the newly obtained One Piece, The Time of Battle trading card game. So this is the 16th card set of One Piece, my first one I've ever opened. Trying to figure out what the cards look like that have value. So far, we didn't get one. Let's see if in the next couple of packs we can. We're opening 2 packs tonight. If I receive more support while I'm doing this, we'll do a third. But right now, we're just doing 2 packs. Okay? Okay. So... let me get the camera in place here. All right, here we go. Cool. All right, guys, it's time for 2 packs. Let's see what we find. Can we get our first hit? I have no idea at all what the frequency of the hits are in this set. 0. So I don't know if we can get little hits. Like in Magic the Gathering, we got a lot of hits, but they were all little, right? In Pokemon, it seems like you can get a variety of hits. I don't know. Let's find out. Okay. So, this will be our 4th pack ever right now. Here we go. I see we already have a troll. Let's get rid of this moron. Bonk him right on the head like I'm playing whack-a-mole. There we go. And now we open our pack of cards. Very nice. Okay. Okay. So here we go, guys. Ready? Let's get started. That's a nice looking card. Curio. Character. From the Whitebeard Pirates. I'm not too familiar with the Whitebeard Pirates. From the parts that I've watched, I've only seen them kind of, doing cutscenes. I never really saw them in action. It's a cool looking card. Okay. Again, I like the cardstock quality. These cards are very thick compared to the other cards that we've been opening. Here's a nice looking one. Sanji. Now, it's a different version of Sanji. Which one is this? This is from Land of Wano and Straw Hat Crew. Cool looking Sanji. I've never seen him wear that before, so I guess that's the Land of Wano, which I did not see. I like that. Hanslander, thank you. He says, thanks for being you, Phil. Good stream. We love you. You're very welcome, and thank you for watching and supporting. Thank you so much. Okay, continuing on. I'm doing these upside down. Let me flip these so I don't do them upside down. Okay. Here we have Younger Brother Marine, which I think we already got, actually. It might be a dupe from the Navy. Ah, that's a cool looking card. Jinbei from the Fishmen, Impel Down, and the Sun Pirates. And if I remember correctly, I believe he joins Luffy's crew at some point. Does he not? Or at least he joins them for temporarily. I'm not sure if it's permanent, but I know he joins them. Okay. Rockstar from the Red-Haired Pirates. I have no idea who this is. Who the hell is Rockstar? I've never heard of him before. Okay. We already had this guy, Mick Guy, from the Whitebeard Pirates Allies. Don't know who this guy is, Mick Guy. He's dressed weird. What's going on there? Okay. That's a nice looking card. So, it is an event, Mahoroba from Land of Wano. I did not see the Land of Wano season, so sadly, I don't know what this is supposed to be of. Okay. We have a Don Quixote Rosinante from the Navy or the Don Quixote Pirates. Excuse me. Here we have Thatch from the Whitebeard Pirates. Already got this one. This is Kazuki Momonosuke from the Land of Wano. Again, I didn't see that season, so I don't know who any of those Land of Wano people are. All right, this is a reverse holo, basically. Metallic card. It is San Juan Wolf from, it says Giant, Impel Down, and Blackbeard Pirates. So a giant joined the Pirates. That's interesting. Still just a standard card, nothing special. Okay, just a reverse holo. Nice looking, though, with the metallic. Okay, our last card of the pack. Let's see if it's anything special. Ready? It is, this is good, a full holo version of Mr. 3. It's different from the other Mr. 3 that we found. Okay, since full holo, maybe it has some value, but I'm not sure. And it says, Impel Down, former Baroque works. I don't see the rare. I think it's an R, so that's just a standard rare. Let's see if it's worth anything because it's a full holo. I do like that the border looks cool. Look at the border of the card. It has like a nice design on it. So let's see. $7.36. We have our first hit from this set. So I'm assuming this is the alternate art because we already had a Mr. 3 and it wasn't this artwork. So this must be the rarer art Mr. 3. Okay. And it's full metal. So I like it. And it's worth $7. So it's a hit. It's not a huge hit. And sadly, it's not valuable enough to make my Wall of Fame. But that is our first hit of the One Piece cards. So let's count, okay? In this box, let's actually count how many hits we get so we get a rough idea of how many hits we get with One Piece, okay? That's a cool one. All right, that's our first hit. It says SR in bottom right corner. Let's check that out. It's so small, the camera won't record it. But I'm assuming it's right there. It's literally microscopic. Seriously, that's ridiculous. It's so small. My camera won't focus on that text. It's too small. Look. It won't do it. That's great. I'm assuming it does say SR there, right? But I mean, it's so tiny. Why'd they make it that tiny? They couldn't make it slightly bigger so you could read it on the card? That's pretty dumb. Okay, so $7.36 for Mr. 3. Okay. Now for our next pack. And again, guys, this is the first time checking out these cards. If you support more, we'll open more. But right now, it's just going to be the 2 for tonight, unless we get more support right now. Okay? Cool. Okay. Alrighty. Ooh, look at this. So people were correct that the backs of the cards actually are different colors. This is the first time we got a red-backed card. So that's going to be neat. Let's see what this looks like when we get the red back card, okay? That's nice. None of the other cards we've opened have different backs. This is the first set, so that's cool. Okay, ready? Here we go. Older brother Marine from the Navy. So this is what? We had younger brother Marine and older brother Marine. Okay. Red card are leaders. Okay. We got Jinbei again. I mean, that's good. The leaders are probably more valuable cards, right? You would think so. Otama from Land of Wano. I don't know what the heck she's on. Is she riding something? She's riding like a Chinese dragon or something. Look at that. Huh. Okay. Sanji again. We just got him. Oh, man, the camera. Okay. One of these manga panels. This one is Captain Buggy's Our Savior. We already got this one. We already got that one earlier. Okay. Must be very common. Boa Sandersonia. What on earth? Is she a snake woman? Look at her tongue. I think she's a snake woman. Yikes. She is from the Kuja Pirates. Okay. And then we have Lafitte from the Blackbeard Pirates. She's a snake sister with Boa Hancock's as unsung stranger. Okay. Look at this one. This is unique looking. Gum Hammer Rifle. It's one of Luffy's attacks, right? Is this rare? It looks like it has a different reading on the bottom there. See that in the bottom right? It's not... this camera will not focus close up on these cards. So, if you look, the letters are different, but I can't read them. So let's actually scan this one. Let's see if this one is different, because the letters are different. No, it's a standard card, 6 cents. So even though the letters were different, it's not any different. Okay. All right. We already did this one. Monkey D. Luffy, who after he's been attacked by the poison, I guess. Okay. So the next card is the leader card. Let's see what this is. Ready? First time we had a red-backed card. It is Portgas D. Ace. Leader card. Looks like it's a regular card, but I'm going to scan it. It looks great, right? The art is great. Full red card is nice. Let's see. It's probably not worth anything, but let's take a look. $0.15. Yep, just 15 cents for that version. However, this one, if you have the alternate versions, is worth a lot of money. This is the standard version that's worth basically nothing. And this is Luffy's brother, for the record. Okay. So, Selt says there's grade C, UC, RC, SR, SIR, and Alt SIR, and with a star and then promo. Obviously, we won't get promo because it's a standard box. Okay. This should be our reverse holo card. It is the Zeha-ha-ha-ha-ha. The what? The Zeha-ha-ha-ha-ha of the 7 Warlords of the Sea Blackbeard Pirates. If you say so, Zeha-ha-ha-ha-ha. I don't think this has any value. I'm going to scan it, though. It looks nice. Like, I like how the border is a full border. So maybe it does have value. I don't know. Let's check it. Wrong version. The higher end version is a $101 card, but this is the wrong version. Let me scan it again. This is the lower end version, I think. It keeps giving me the higher end version. Let me scan foil. 21 cents. I got the standard version. It's only 21 cents. If I had the alternate art, it was $101. So look at that difference between standard card, 21 cents, alternate art, 101. Sheesh. So sadly, no. Maybe we will eventually get it, but no luck this time. That's the standard version. Okay. Last card of the pack. Here we go. Now that is gorgeous. That's gotta be a hit. That has to be a hit, right? Portgas D Ace. Insanely gorgeous looking card. That's got to be a hit. There's no way that's not a hit. With the way that card looks, that's got to be valuable. Okay? Taking a look at the bottom right corner. It definitely has a symbol there I don't recognize. What does it say? Anyone see it? Can you read it? I can't read it. Let me get my glasses, first of all, to read it, and then we're going to scan it. It's got texture all over the card. That's got to be worth something. Okay. It says... I can't read it. It's too small. With my glasses on, I still can't read it. I'm serious. I mean, that's an insanely good-looking card. So let's hope it has some value. All right, let's see. Let's find out. Still not giving it to me. It's still not giving it to me. It won't give it to me. It's giving me a card from the wrong set. Secret rare, so this is actually a good card. I can't get it to scan for this set. Yeah, let me search in the set itself. Let's see. Time of battle. Okay, so I'm just going to type in ace. Okay, here it is. I found it. Oh, it's good. It's good. It's going to hit the wall, actually. It is $11.60. Yep. Yeah, it's $11.60 from what I'm seeing. $11.60. Add to collections, foil, owned. There we go. Yep. So for the record, there's another version that's alternate art. The alternate art version, which I don't have, is $30.58. I got the regular version, which is $11.60. So that's our first real hit of the set, and that makes my wall of fame. It looks awesome. I would say the hit cards in this set look ridiculous. Like, does that not look so good? Like, I would say this is on pace. Let me put it in a case, first of all. And this is only an $11 card, and it looks that good. Like, crap, man. That looks awesome, right? Okay. So there it is. I mean, I would argue this is as good as my Pikachu. Right? I mean, take a look. They look very similar. They look... I mean, I would argue the design is so similar, right? Here's this guy, full gold border, amazing art, full holofoil, texture to the card. Pikachu, full gold border, holofoil, amazing design, texture to the card. So they're awesome. Okay? Now this guy's worth 11. This one's worth 90 something. So that's pretty crazy. All right. All right. So where will this guy go? Let's find out. 1160. Okay? That actually bumps a few of my lower cards here. Actually, what we have to do, compare, because the Namor at one point was 11. Namor is, whoa, he's way down. Namor is currently only worth 776. So, Namor's out of here no matter what. That one lost a lot of value. When I put it on there, it was worth first 9, then 11. Now it's only 7. But that's what happens with Magic cards, right? Is that their value fluctuates a lot depending on how they're used in the game. So he's out of there for sure. What about this guy? What about Ampharos? Let's see. Ampharos is currently only $8.16. He got degraded too. All right. What about the Japanese Torpico here? What about this one? That's $11.54. So there you go. Porcus DAs right here. Nice. And the card looks great. That's our first actual hit of One Piece. Now here's the thing. Let's hope that's the first of many, right? We've only opened 5 packs out of 24. So we still have 19 more packs to go. Fingers crossed that this is going to be a profitable set, right? I mean, they cost a lot. I'm going to be honest. The box is just under $300 to get this box. So let's hope that we actually get some more awesome cards in this set, all right? So I had a great time tonight. I hope you enjoyed the cards. We got our first hit. Thank you for watching DSP Pack Rips. I'll see you soon for more right here on DSP Gaming. Okay, awesome. All right, guys, can I say something to the YouTube chat? I understand when people have to leave. Guys, when I'm filming an episode of something, I'm not going to interrupt what I'm doing to say, oh, someone's leaving, good night. I'm doing stuff. You have to be patient. If you want me to say good night because you're leaving, you have to wait for me to have opportunity to talk with you on the stream. I'm filming a video for YouTube. You have to be patient, okay? So good night. Who was leaving? Vietnamese comrade is taking off. Have a good night, Vietnamese comrade. Thanks for modding tonight. You got to be patient when I'm doing stuff, okay? Okay. Because it was not just him. It was like 4 people spamming the chat. He's leaving. He's leaving. Okay. Quiet. I'll get to it when I have a chance. I'm in the middle of something. Okay? Okay. All right. So, everybody. Great streams today. Great support. Great fun. What are we doing tomorrow? Tomorrow, we are going to chill again and have a good time with the DSP morning show. And then tomorrow's daytime stream will be Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. Now, remember, when I open Pokemon cards, when I play Pokemon, I give you a pack for free. So we'll do that tomorrow. We'll actually have a free pack of Pokemon cards that I will open without ever having, without ever doing the, whatchamacallit here. I'm going to separate this hit. So I'm going to separate that later. That actually has value. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to open a pack no matter what. If we qualify for another pack, we will do another episode of DSP Morning Show. Okay? Excuse me. But I can't speak today because I got distracted. Let's try this again. I'm starting over. Tomorrow we're doing a DSP Morning Show that's chill. Then we're going to play Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. you're going to get a free pack of cards because we're playing Pokemon. If we get support, we'll do an episode of DSP pack rips, but we need enough to open a pack. So that's $100 of support, and so on and so forth. Okay. Tomorrow night, it's Pal World. So Pal World, we don't do that. But on Pal World streams, we usually have a good time and people do support well. So hopefully we'll have a great day of engagement and focus and all kinds of good stuff. It should be good. All right, guys? So thank you. Great streaming day. I had a great one. I hope that you did too. Okay. Let's take a look. Where are we going to send the Kick viewers tonight? Let's find out. Oh, my Kick stream won't even load. Oh, there it goes. Okay, it was all messed up. All right, like I thought, Mad TV tonight. You guys have fun with Mad TV. See you tomorrow. Okay, and to the YouTube audience, thank you so much for chilling. Thank you for the support. I hope that you guys had fun. And I will see you all tomorrow for another awesome day of content here on the channel. Everyone have a good night. See you then. Peace out.